Welcome to our Pain Discovery Chart workshop. My presentation portion will only take about 7 minutes, and then the rest of the time will be yours. A lot of salespeople tell me they lose sales because they can't establish value fast enough with the prospect to get them to listen to them. Have you ever had that problem? I don't suppose a prospect has ever treated you like just another vendor, not even giving you a chance to show what you could do for them? Also, many salespeople struggle to be seen as trusted advisors by their prospects, and as a result, they lose a lot of sales and income to someone else. Is that an issue that you ever deal with? Now consider, if you were able to overcome these issues that I just mentioned, how much could your sales increase, and what would that mean to you in terms of personal income, freedom, and security? Right now, I'm going to help you with that. In a recent sales training, we did a role play exercise designed to uncover the prospect's pain. As part of that workshop, we introduced the use of the Pain Discovery Chart, which is a tool to help you develop what to say to begin identifying their pains. In this workshop, we're going to review that Pain Discovery Chart and then give you a chance to work together to develop your own statements, questions, and stories that will help you engage your prospects. If you do this exercise and apply it, you should see an increase in new customers who now buy from you instead of from your competition. You should also get more sales from your existing customers who now decide to give you a larger share of their total business. The bottom line, more business for the company, more income from you, and you'll become a trusted advisor to more customers. Now, as you know, we've found that the Sandler selling system covers all of the elements necessary to develop and wrap up the sale, and that's why we use it as the model for our sales process. And as a reminder regarding features and benefits, a feature simply describes an aspect of what your product or service is, its dimensions, specs, and so on, while a benefit is what that feature does for the customer to make it valuable to him or her. But we have to remember, your competitors are already presenting features and benefits that may seem the same as or at least very similar to your own. So if you're just focusing on features and benefits, you won't be perceived as being any different than they are. Because the pain funnel process takes you and the prospect deeper into their real issues, you need some powerful introductory statements or questions to help you get started down that path, and that's what we'll develop in this workshop. For this exercise, you'll find a blank copy of the Pain Discovery Chart on page 6 of your workbook from the Role Play Workshop on Discovering Pain. You should already have a number of those charts printed out now for each person to use during this exercise. Notice that the process of developing those powerful pain-oriented statements and questions is done in a very orderly fashion. Each portion of the chart leads to the next. This makes it logical and easier to reach the desired result, the things you can say to your prospect to bring out their pain, which puts you in the driver's seat on the road to the sale. So, here's the process. Step 1. In the first column, write down a main feature of your service or product. That is simply a description of what it is. Step 2. In column 2, write down several benefits that the prospect can realize from using or taking advantage of the feature in column 1. This is what it does for them. Step 3. In the third column, write down some problems, challenges, or losses that can be solved or avoided due to the benefits that you just described. Finally, step 4. In column 4, create statements, questions, or stories that describe the problem, challenges, or losses that you just talked about. Word each one of them in a format that invites the prospect to identify if it applies to him or her. Let's go through an example using the chart, and then I'll turn you loose to develop some for yourselves. For our example, we'll actually use the Pain Discovery Chart as the feature, and we'll go from there. So on the chart, you can see that the feature that I've listed is the Pain Discovery Chart is a tool to help develop questions, statements, and stories to start the pain process. It's a simple description. Then we go to the benefits of that we list in column 2. It helps uncover the prospect's issues that your product or service can solve. It goes beyond the simple features and benefit statements that make you sound just like your competitors. It gives you a proven way to start the prospect through this pain process. It immediately engages the prospect in addressing their real concerns and issues. Now we're going to list in column 3 problems, challenges, and losses that can be addressed by those benefits. Here's one. You struggle how to differentiate yourself from your competition. You're frustrated that your prospects view and treat you just like all the other salespeople who call on them. You can't get prospects to open up about their real issues, problems, and frustrations. You don't know how to start the pain process with your prospect. And now in column 4, this is where we create questions and statements that we derive from the information that we wrote down in column 3. Here are some examples. Quote, salespeople tell me they lose sales opportunities because they can't establish value fast enough to get their prospect to listen to them. Have you ever had this problem? Here's another one. I don't suppose a prospect has ever treated you just like another vendor and didn't give you a chance to demonstrate your value to him. Here's another. Have you found that talking features and benefits to your prospect didn't lead to their opening up about their real issues and problems? Okay, so that was just my example in developing those statements using the chart. Now it's your turn, so let's get started. And when you've finished with this exercise, you will have an arsenal of things to say to get the pain process started, all without sounding or looking like your competitors. You can do this exercise as a group or break into smaller groups depending on the number of people participating. And at the end of the exercise, I suggest that you copy the sheets and compile them into a library of finished pain statements that can be shared among all the participants. Okay, so get out your blank pain discovery charts and get started. And then when you're finished, go out and put them to work. I think you will be surprised and pleased at how this approach will help you bring extra value to your prospects and close more sales.